Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. So let's begin and find out what cards come out, what messages come through. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So we have the Nine of Swords. We do have some air sign energy. You could be dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or even Aquarius. And we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to really experience your time. I do feel like also being in a space where when it comes to being able to focus on yourself as well as self-care, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually derive a lot of enjoyment from that. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually, I do feel like it's like you are all about yourself, and in a way that is actually quite empowering. Do you feel like you may have high standards, or you may be very aware of your worth? And that also feels like an energy of being in a space where when it comes to being able to entertain that connection, this does feel like a sense of having a lot of those standards be something that you are taking into account. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does also feel like a pretty abundant energy that you may be in as well. So I do feel like when it comes to any of your personal pursuits, or even any of your involvements as far as even professionally, this does feel like an energy of being in your bag, being able to experience a lot of success, and even financially, I do feel like also experiencing your money going up as well. Do you feel like also with this Nine of Pentacles, this does also feel like an energy of attracting a pretty wealthy or well-off person into your life as well? Do you feel like with this Nine of Swords showing up over here though, this does feel like an energy of someone who's in a space where this person is really stressed out over you, over your connection, over their feelings for you. This does feel like a person who's very wrapped up in their thoughts. I do feel like there is a sense of them being in a space where they are actually thinking very much about you, about your connection. This does feel like an energy of someone who is very much in their head. I do feel like this person could even be very stressed out over you, over this connection, over a lot of things that perhaps I have not vocalized to you. I do feel like it's very much of an energy that is internalized, very much all up in their head. Do you feel like there's a sense of this person actually wanting to be able to bring something up to you, be able to communicate something to you? Because this does feel like this person being in a space where they could actually be losing sleep over this. I do feel like with this Nine of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like this person being in a space where they're kind of overthinking. I do feel like there could even be a bit of some catastrophizing when it comes to the overthinking. But I do feel like with this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, it feels like an energy of you being in a space where you could actually be wanting to be able to make communication with this person, or it could be a sense of being able to hear from somebody where after there has been what may have been little to no communication. With this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this feels like being able to pick up where you left off, especially through communication. Do you feel like with this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of actually being able to work something out with someone, being able to get to a space where there's a sense of working something out with them? I do feel like with the Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where you actually feel ready to be able to communicate with someone, to be able to hear them out, or to be able to have them hear you out. But this feels like a sense of being in a space where it's like you're ready for that conversation, or even just bringing up that topic with someone. Do you feel like with the Ten of Wands, showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to experience what feels like a turning point in a connection where things no longer feel so heavy. Things may have felt also like they were, as far as the balance in this connection, there could have been a bit of a one-sided or imbalanced connection with somebody. As far as feeling like you were carrying the load, I also feel that with this Ten of Wands, this feels like an energy of being open to being able to actually share that load with someone, being able to let someone in and opening up to them. And also, I feel that it's a very receptive energy as well, as opposed to being closed off. So I am going to clarify these cards. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So this Six of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like a sense of an imbalance within a connection, especially when it comes to the give and take, or even just when it comes to being able to experience a sense of openness versus someone being quite closed off or being on different timelines with being able to get to a space of letting somebody in. I do feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, this also feels like a sense of a connection kind of feeling like it is one that's going to require effort as far as being able to put into it. It is one that's not going to be one that's just going to unfold effortlessly. This feels like an energy of needing to actually put in effort to be able to actually have that sense of being able to work with somebody. And with that Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where you're enjoying your independence. So this could actually be something that's kind of throwing you off, or it could even feel like something that's a bit surprising, or something that is also is really getting your attention when it comes to realizing that there is going to be effort also necessary on both sides, is what I'm getting with the Six of Pentacles. But I do feel like with that Nine of Pentacles, this feels like an energy of also having a sense of singlehood being something that is not going to be, it's not going to last forever. It's not going to last forever. I do feel like there is a sense of you being in a position of needing to be able to share space with someone, or getting that opportunity with somebody. And I do feel like with this Six of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, it feels like an energy of being able to actually find a balance within a connection with somebody in order to be able to give up or to be able to actually welcome them into your space and being able to share that with them. I do feel like with this Ten of Cups showing up over here, this feels like a pretty stable energy and being able to get to a stable place with someone. Do you feel like with that Nine of Swords showing up over here, there could actually be something that is actually making this person feel a little bit guilty within this connection as well. So I do feel like this could also be them being in a position where I do feel like the guilt is something that's actually bothering them. They're going to bring it up. I do feel like that could also mean an apology as well from this person. But I do feel like with the Ten of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to get to what feels like more emotional fulfillment, and being able to have a lot of that stress be relieved within a connection with someone. So this feels like there could actually be a conversation that's leading to this. And I do feel like this person is somebody who's quite emotionally invested. And I do feel like when it comes to this connection and what happens in it, and even when it comes to their feelings, there is a lot that they actually do. They're quite invested. It does feel like there's a lot that they are putting into this. This does feel like it is something making a big impact on them. They care quite deeply. But with this Ace of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to experience this connection on a deeper level. I do feel like with this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, it feels like an energy of being able to actually feel like this connection is taking a turning point, as far as even the conversations being able to be one of a deeper nature. I also feel that with this Ace of Cups, this feels like also just being able to connect with this person in a deeper way. This may also be a new beginning within this connection on the horizon. I do feel like there may have been little to no talks with this Four of Swords showing up in the reverse. This feels like an energy of being ready, and being ready to be able to actually take this connection into consideration as a priority. I do feel like there is also a sense of being able to make plans for the future with the Two of Wands showing up over here. Being able to also be in a space where I do feel like there's a sense of being open to what's going to happen or what's going to come in this connection. this also feels like a sense of this person being in a space where they're letting you in. I also feel like there's a sense of them also being in a space where they are being more so vulnerable with the idea of being able to have you let them in your connection. But with the Two of Wands showing up over here, this is an exciting energy. This feels like also being able to look forward with a lot of anticipation, excitement, and also making plans for the future, because I do feel like this person sees a future with you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have keep an open mind. And we have let go of control issues. And we have trust. So with the keep an open mind card showing up over here, this does feel like an open energy to this connection. I also feel that with this Nine of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like a lot of anxiety. I do feel like also a very rigid perspective that may need to be more so flexible with the things that are happening within this connection from this person. This feels like a sense of being able to be more open-minded to this connection, and even to, I do feel like also personalities that may be different, that may differ. But with the keep an open mind card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to get to know someone, somebody who may be different from you. But I do feel like this also feels like a sense of being able to experience a connection working out when you don't expect it to, or where you don't expect it to, with somebody that you don't expect it to. This feels like an energy of being able to experience your energy and their energy being different, but being able to actually complement each other in a way that works out. I do feel like with the let go of control issues catching up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to connect from a very natural place and being able to have a connection evolve naturally, void of any kind of manipulation or any kind of trying to be able to make things happen in a certain way. This feels like being able to actually let things unfold naturally and things working out within this connection because of not having too much meddling within the connection. So this does feel like also a sense of being able to be vulnerable in the connection, being open to where it leads. I feel that with the trust card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to have that faith within this connection. And with the Ten of Wands showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being in a space of being able to, do you feel like, relinquish a sense of control and kind of also leaning onto what may be a higher power when it comes to being able to actually have that trust for this connection, and that things will be what they're meant to be within this connection, and if it's meant to be, it will work out. Do you feel like with this with the trust card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience also a deeper level of trust within this connection from this person, but also feel that it also could be one of being able to work out everything around trust in this connection, being something that actually allows for it to also be able to build a stronger connection between the two of you. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.